Hey coaches and consultants, Calvin here from Wild Success. I hope you're having an incredible day. If you're watching this video, you're someone that wants to make a real impact in the world. You want to change hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people's lives, and you want to make a fortune in the process doing it. You want to get paid really well for sharing your gifts and talents with the world. In my experience of working with now over 200,000 coaches, consultants, healers, speakers, and thought leaders around the world in more than 85 countries, I can tell you that there's one big thing that so many people miss. That's really the difference between the ones that make it and the ones that don't. The ones that change the world and the ones that just keep doing courses and training programs hoping for a big break. And that one thing is leverage. So many coaches waste their time, waste their talents, waste their abilities, their skills and tools of transformation working with people one-on-one. And that's not to diminish the value that has one-on-one coaching, but simply to say that you're not going to be able to change everybody in the world. You're not going to reach millions of people by doing individual sessions. The math just doesn't make sense. You know, for example, I just ran a webinar earlier tonight actually, and I had over 100 people from around the world on the call. Could you imagine how long it would have taken me to individually speak to all of those 100 people to share the same message again and again and again with them? I mean, not just the frustration of repeating myself so many times, but there's no leverage in that. Whereas by learning how to present, how to share my message instead of one-on-one but one-to-many, and to reach multiple people at the same time but from different time zones, it opens up a huge world of opportunity and possibility. It allows you to 10x, 50x, or even 100x your impact, and at the same time, obviously to increase your income as well at the same process. And that's the same reason why, through leverage, through impact, that I've been able to make tens of millions of dollars over the last 10 years working with clients around the world in 85 countries. I haven't been able to do that one-on-one. Couldn't have possibly done that in the time one-on-one, but it's only through leverage. And so what I want to do is I want to help you understand that in order for you to leverage your message to touch more people in less time and to make more money in the process, that really what you want to do is you want to understand there are 4 key fundamentals of what we call the $1 million speaker or trainer. And very simple, but they're misunderstood. The first one is that you have to have a world-class product. If you're going to be able to reach multiple people, you need to be able to make sure that your offer, your product, your service, whatever it is that you do, your X factor, we call it at Wild your signature offer, it's scalable. Can you change 10 lives, 100 lives, 1,000 lives, or even 10,000 lives and still be able to deliver the same quality, the same experience, the same wow moments at scale? That's number one. Number two is we also need to make sure you've got a business model that's designed for leverage. Because one-on-one coaching just simply doesn't work. When you 10x the impact that you're making, you can't serve the people in the same way. You're going to run out of time, burn yourself out. That's not what we're looking for. So we want to have a business model, starting with irresistible offers. Maybe you do a webinar, a mini challenge. Maybe you do a live event or an introductory evening, something along those lines. Leverage. We use that as a way of reaching a lot of people and helping people self-select to say, yes, I want to do more with you, or no, I don't. And if so, then they get them into a signature offer, which again is a leveraged model. And then if you are going to do one-on-one, it's at an ultra premium with a small number of clients that have already done all your stuff, that already know, love, and trust you and just do anything that they can to be more around you. That's when we do one-on-one, because that's when you get financial leverage as part of the process. Or maybe we do a retreat, for example, or private mentoring. There's so many options here. So we need to have a business model that's designed for scalability and leverage. Number 3 is that you also need to work not on coaching skills, but on your persuasion, influence, and presentation skills. The ability to speak confidently in front of a group of people, whether that be live or online. And that's not something I learned from coaching. You know, I was very fortunate at 12 years old to be selected as one of only 40 kids in all of Australia to join a specialist drama college. And so from 12 to 17, I studied to be an actor. And if you're familiar with the book Tipping Point or Outlines by Malcolm Gladwell, he talks about the 10,000 hour rule. So by the time I graduated from high school, I'd already done 7,000 hours of professional speaking training and then got to represent Australia at world championships and speak internationally. Now that's what I do every day, right? I speak internationally all the time. Normally on average, I'm in 12 countries a year sharing my message with people. So, training you in those skills of presentation, of communication, of leverage, of influence and persuasion, and doing that at scale is a whole different language, if you will, that you've got to learn. And then finally, number 4, it's all about vision and mindset. What is the vision that you have, that how you want to make an impact in the world that's going to drive you forward? But what's the mindset that's going to allow you to keep going when things get difficult? Because when you're speaking to people one-on-one, it's a completely different experience than when you're doing things in a leveraged way. And you've got to make sure you've got the humility and the heart, but also the vision that's going to draw people in and emotionally connect with them in a powerful way, to take what's inherent inside of you and to be able to package and communicate that in a world that's authentic, that's real, that's you, that's also transferable and powerful, that's going to compel people to action. So if you're wanting to touch more people's lives, if you're wanting to make more of an impact and make a fortune in the process, then there's a way of doing that. And I'm very proud to say that I've obviously been able to do that in my own life now with clients in 85 countries, hundreds of thousands of people, tens of millions of dollars. But what's even more significant than that is being able to do that for our clients. And I'm very proud to say that we've created over a dozen $1 million speakers, coaches, consultants, and over 50 six-figure speakers, coaches, and consultants that get to travel around the world, sharing what they do with the world in a leveraged way, not trading their time for money, but being able to leverage their gifts and talents and expertise and to make money changing lives, right? That's the gig. So I want to invite you for the opportunity. I've never done this before in a group setting. I've always done it privately with clients being mentored by me, and traditionally that investment's between $50,000 and $100,000 a year for that coaching. I've never done this in a group program, but I'm going to invite 25 to 30 people. If I get the right people, it's not about number, but it's more about quality of people. I'm going to get 25 to 30 people to come with me, and I'm going to take them on a 12-week journey to help them become $1 million speakers, to share with them everything that I've learned in over a decade's experience speaking and training, working with people all different walks of life, selling from stage over 700 live events, all that collective experience, over 1,000 webinars, presentations, sharing with them how to do that, so they can package their message effectively, leverage their business so they can reach more people in less time, and then show them how to convert in a leveraged way, how to sell on a webinar, how to sell from stage, how to sell in a conference call setting, so they can enroll people into their vision and get people into programs and courses to make money and change lives. And we're sharing everything with them in a 12-week roadmap that we call $1 Million Speaker. It's not for everybody, but if it's something that you might be interested in, then here's what I want you to do. Below on this video, you'll be able to see a link, wherever it is, wherever you're watching this, you'll see a link to a scorecard. And the scorecard takes you through a series of questions that will give you an overall score of what you have in place already and what you might need to put in place to take you to that $1 Million Speaker level. And it's things like we talk about the business model, the marketing strategy, what's your social presence like? Have you done any speaking training before? Have you ever sold from stage or from a webinar before? And if so, how's that going for you? It's a conversion rate. What's your mindset like? What's your vision? All these things we need to get clear on, because that's going to allow us to identify what are some of the deficiencies in your game, and I can train you in those things, and what are some of the X factors you've already got. You don't need any skills and training from me on. We just need to go, hey, keep doing what you're doing, right? So at the end of this scorecard, you get a personalized report. Even if you never work with me, that alone will be tremendously valuable to help you understand what the next step is for you in your professional and personal journey. But if it is something that you'd like support and help with, and we believe we can help you, my team will reach out, we'll give you a conversation, and we'll have an opportunity for me and you to have a one-on-one call. That's no obligation or expectation, and hopefully I can provide some insight, some guidance, some advice for you to help you bridge the gap from where you are to where you want to be, and more importantly, show you a roadmap to success. And the reason why I'm doing this, very simply, is because I've got to a point in time in my life where I want to see more people win at a bigger level. I have a lot of very successful clients that are coaching people individually. We have a training and development company where we certify and train thousands of coaches every year, and a lot of those coaches do things one-on-one. But for me, what I live for, what I love to see, is people getting out there in a big way, of sharing their message with hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of people around the world. That's what excites me, and I want to share that with people in a really beautiful way, but rather than doing it one-on-one, I want to do it in a leveraged way. So I'm going to take 25, 30 people through this journey. We're going to create some $1 Million coaches and speakers, which I'm very excited about, and I'd love for that to be you if it's the right fit for us. So first step, click on the link below. Complete the scorecard, you get a personalized report, then potentially we can jump on a call together and dialogue what that might look like for you and how I can help you go to that next level. And if it's something of interest to you, I'll be taking those people on board from September. We'll do September, October, November. We'll have some $1 Million coaches by the end of the year, I'm sure of that. So love to see you as part of this process. And if you want any more information, reach out to our team. But until then, be bold, have fun, we'll make an impact in the world. We'll see you on the wild side. Good luck.